Hello, everybody in the room now. Hello, everybody. Feel free to show me your screen or your face. You don't have to hide. You don't have to hide. Jade, your hair. Look at your hair, girl. Girl, look at your hair. I have it set to admit people. Hold on. So for those of you that were not in the other meeting, there's another meeting going on right now that was hosted by Liz and Madison. It's like a launch meeting for Liz. So that meeting is actually still going on. It was supposed to be less than an hour, but it's still happening. So I had to leave. So I had to leave that meeting. And I was trying to be cool about it and not be like, I'm leaving. You guys come to the other meeting. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. I'm going to keep admitting people. So I have it set to admit people automatically, but it's not doing it. I don't know why. Brooke, can I make you a co-host so you can admit people?
Yeah.
Is that okay with you? Okay, I'm gonna make you a host too. Oh wait, no.
All the power.
No, I can't. I can't do it. It won't let two people. Dang it. It will make me switch to you and then I don't know what will happen. Okay, I'll just have to keep pressing admit, I guess. We'll just have to do it that way.
Power. I don't want all that.
I know it's a lot. It's a lot. Okay, so I'm just gonna wait a couple minutes for people to get out of that meeting. Let me see what Chelsea said. Okay. Chat. Okie doke. Hi, Arlene. Yes. Feel free to listen. If you have a bottle of collagen, grab it because we are actually going to make a reel. If you don't want to actually make the reel, that's fine. But I'm going to do it so that I can show you how to do it. I figured that's the easiest way to show you. The easiest way to show you is just to do it with you. So I'm going to do that. Someone needs to tell Madison to end her meeting. How do you show your face? Okay, so Karen, on the bottom of your screen, run your cursor over on the left-hand side. You'll see a button that has a mic and a button that looks like a video camera. If you press the video camera, that will show your face. I see some faces I don't recognize. That's awesome. I'm stoked you guys are here. I hope that you find this helpful. I do want to say that if you have a question at any point, just feel free to unmute yourself and ask it. You don't have to like try to raise your hand. It's fine. Just unmute yourself and holler at me. And if I don't hear you, just holler louder. I live in the boonies. I live in the boondocks. So the internet out here is slack. It's not too good, y'all. The internet's not too good out here. We're on the struggle bus with the internet. All right, we'll just keep that. I'll just pay attention. Okay, so tell me in the chat how many of you have made a reel before. Tell me, yes, you've made a reel, or no, you have not made a reel. Nope. Yes. Okay. Yes, just one. All right. So those of you, three, Arlene, go. You go. You go. Oh, not great. Uh-oh. Kat said it's not great. So tell me, for those of you that, how many of you are like new to Instagram, like recently began using Instagram? Total real virgin. That's great. Okay. Perfectionist. Well, you know, it happens. It happens. Okay. Well, so I am an Instagram early adopter. I have had an Instagram account since Instagram started because I had a friend who is a musician And he introduced me to Instagram and was like, you need to get on this platform. So I was literally one of his first followers. He was one of my first followers. And it was really hilarious because we didn't have anybody following us. So we were just like showing each other's pictures, just like liking each other's pictures. But I have loved it from the beginning because it's a great way to keep your own photos, right? It's kind of a photo album that you can even also, there's companies you can use to print things out. And I like it again. Okay, so you came back after 20 months. So I think that Instagram, for me, this is going to be different for everybody because some people are more active on Facebook and have a more active Facebook following. For me, Facebook is a bust. Like, it is not good. Okay, it is, what is happening in my Facebook account is nothing anybody wants to see. No way. That's where I get my haters. That's where I get the people who coming after me, telling me that I'm brainwashed or something. So Facebook has not worked out for me. And you know what? That's okay. Because I think the important thing is to figure out where your crowd is, where your audience is, and what works for you and your followers. Because if you're in Facebook and it's not working, you're not going to make sales there. And Facebook, the algorithm in Facebook is so difficult that I feel like if you're not really, really honed in on what you're doing on Facebook, they're going to block you. They're going to hide it. Like, I can even look at my own Facebook page and I am very thoughtful about what I post and when I post. And it does not matter if I post anything that is business related, it gets almost no activity. And, took a break during grad school. Yeah, I like the Instagram platform. I think stories are great. They're a great way to share things. People really like to see other people's lives, you know? They really like to like spy on you. They want to know what you're doing. Like, they do. They're like, I want to see what she's doing. What is she doing? People are curious, right? So, all right. Okay. So if you've got your phone, get your phone, and then let's get going. And if people come in, I'll just admit them as we go. And I am eventually going to turn this is my husband's office. My husband's a software engineer words. I don't know, computer words. And this is his office, and he's also a musician. So it's also his music room. So if anybody wants to hear me play the drums really badly, we can do that. All right. So first thing. So I personally, I do not like to spend, lurkers are so real. I do not like to spend a lot of time trying to look for a real idea. So right off the bat, there's a few people that you can follow to get real ideas. Sparrow, what is her name? Pink Sparrow Official. This woman, Pink Sparrow Official, write that down. Pink Sparrow, her feed is all pink. She has tons of real ideas. And she actually also shows you how to do transitions, which is awesome. So check her out. In fact, never mind, I'm leaving. I'm done with this class. Bye. She's really good. And she shows you how to do transitions. She shows you how to do specific things. This woman's account didn't exist like 2 months ago. I started following her when she first started it. And I think she had like 5,000 followers, and now she's 132 because the content that she provides is really, really valuable. So she can teach you how to do transitions, and she can teach you how to do specific things. I am literally going to teach you how to use this like you are 5 years old. I am going to pretend like you have never made a reel. You don't even know what Instagram is. This is the first time you've ever seen it. Okay. Her content is coming from a place of you understand some basics. So the first thing with making a reel, you go to your initial page. Now, like I said, I do not like to spend a lot of time looking for audio or ideas. So here's what you do. Unless you have it in your mind what you want to do and you've seen someone else do it already, just go down here to this button, this little button right here in the middle. See this? It looks like a movie thing. See it? I hope you can see that. You know what? I need to make myself full screen so that I can see what I'm showing you better, because right now oh, hi, it's showing me Brooke. Hi, Brooke. It's just showing me your face. Okay. You're cute though. It's good. You're good to look at. Cute. Okay, so that's your first button. Now, here's a fun way to do it. I'm going to turn the volume down for right now, just because I don't want it to compete with my voice. But you can go here, and here's what you do. You just scroll up. Okay? You just scroll and you just watch. Now, that being said, do not waste a lot of time in here, because this is a black hole that you can fall into and never come out of. You can be in there looking at people's reels for hours and never actually make one. So here's my biggest tip is don't get into analysis paralysis. Don't be like, how am I going to do this? What do I do? Is this the one I want to do? Do I want to do another one? Do I want to do another one? Just find one and make it work. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to keep searching for the perfect reel. You can literally just be like, I see. Ah, shut up. Look at that. Brooke, that's you. Brooke, be showing up on my page. My team is doing another Zoom. Oh no. Okay. Somebody's messaging me. That's okay. Yes. I'll put the recording up later. So this is the way you find it. Now, tip 2 on this screen. Look down here at the very bottom. You see this line? This little line at the very, very bottom is your audio. So this is mommy and something. I can't see the rest of the words. It cuts them off. This one is the Become project. Now, if you're looking at this line and you see, oh, here we go. Perfect. Do you see that arrow? Can you see the little arrow? Somebody signal to me that you can see the arrow. Okay, great. So if you can see that arrow, that is trending. That is trending. So this is a sound you want to use. This is a sound that is likely to get you on this page when someone's scrolling, right? So when people are scrolling mindlessly, people that don't follow you might see you.
That's Arlene.
Ooh, what, Lori?
That's Arlene. You're on Arlene's
Yeah,
page.
that is Arlene. That is Arlene. Okay, so Arlene did it. Arlene found it. So that's the thing. If you see a sound, if you see something that has an arrow, then you know it's a good one to use. Now, step 3. So let's say we wanted to use this one. This is la, 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 living my life. A lot of people have done this one. I've seen it. So you're going to click on this little button right here, this little square. And oops, that's not it. I clicked on my own face. When you click on that square, it opens this screen. Okay, you see this screen? So this is the screen of that sound. So these are all the videos that have used that sound, right? This is when it's good. If you find a sound that you like, this is a good place to go for ideas of what to do, because you'll very likely see hundreds of options. Now, sometimes people create their own sound and they upload it, so there'll be a really small number of videos available. Like they'll take a sound and tweak it just a little bit and then call it theirs. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. That's advanced Instagramming. It's not necessary. So you come here, you can watch some of these videos, you can click on them, see what other people are doing. Living my life, living my life. Now, when you are ready to, sorry, I'm trying to admit people at the same time. This button up here will allow you to save the video or the sound. You can save it. The other thing you can do is you can press use audio, and that will open up your reel maker, and you can use that audio right from there. If you just see the audio and you're not ready to use it yet, save it and it'll go into your saved folder. Let's go there. Let me show you where your saved folder is in case you don't know. So on your homepage, up here, your little 3 lines that you have, right? Here's your list. There is a button that says saved. If you click on that, it's going to show you everything you've saved. Okay, and it's going to divide it up. You can make sections. Like I have stuff for art, I have stuff for birth, I have stuff for woo things. And then audios will be in their own folder automatically. So here's your audio folder. So this is going to show all the audios that you have saved in your phone. Okay. Now I went through and I picked one for us to use tonight. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, wait. Okay. So the one I wanted to use is TED Talk. I think it will be really fun for this purpose. So let me show you a video that uses it. Here's a video that uses it. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. So thank you for coming to my TED Talk. So you'll see people. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk, Okay. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. So this is a great one to use for people who, for a product or something you feel passionately about, right? So this is a good one to use collagen with. And we can figure out what we want to say when we get there. So since I've already saved this and it's in my saved folder and it's been in there, I just click use audio. Okay. And this is going to open your, whoa, oh, it's my face. This is going to open your reel maker. This little button down here turns your camera one way or another, in case you didn't know that. Now, this is your record button. And here on the side are some various functions. So the length of the reel. So it'll give you 30 seconds or 60 now, or 15. Now, that being said, you do not have to use all that time. If you pick 30 and you only use 10, that's okay. But if you pick 30 and you try to use 60, that's not going to work. Also, on that note, reels that are, okay, I see you asking me, I'm sorry. How do we search for specific audio? Okay, I'll get to that in just one sec. What was I saying? Oh, reels that are shorter generally do better. We are in a time where people do not have a very long attention span. Okay. So literally like 10 seconds, that's a reel. How do you search for specific audio? Okay. So if you want to search for specific audio, you go to your search button here, the little magnifying glass. Okay. That's going to take you to your page. Let me clear this out, where it says top accounts, audio, tags, places. So you can click on, here's Melissa. So if you click on audio, you can then search, but you have to have kind of an idea of what you're searching for. We'll get back to it. Yep, there you go. That's right, Brooke. Why don't you, can you say that out loud?
Yeah, sorry. Just so everybody knows, I actually used to work at Facebook and I worked in paid social advertising for like 7 years. So there's a lot of science behind the dopamine receptors in your brain, and it kind of acts like a slot machine. So I'm sorry to ruin everybody's social media time, but your brain actually dips in dopamine when you go through your feed because you don't know what's going to happen next. So like you keep scrolling because you don't know what's going to happen next. The only thing that creates is people will just keep scrolling through reels. I'm sure we've all done it. So make sure there's a call to action on your visual. Sorry, Joni, this is probably getting ahead of where you're at.
That's okay.
But it'll create that dopamine hit, but you still have to make sure you capture that person with like an actual call to action.
Great. Perfect. I'm going to ask you to come in a minute. So yes, what she said is absolutely right. That's the thing. It's like 7 seconds is like the ideal time. And that's why. So anyway, you want to search for specific audio. You can do it here. You can type in various phrases and it will come up, but a lot of times you can't find what you're looking for here, because if it's not in the descriptor of the song or the sound, you won't be able to locate it. That's why I use that reel section. That's why I go here, because it's so easy. First of all, you're immediately guaranteed to see something that's trending. It's going to be in this section. So you don't have to go looking unless you have a specific sound that you want to use. this is just a really great way for people who don't have a lot of experience to use the reel function, which is what I'm doing. I'm not trying to turn you into real experts. I'm trying to turn you into real users. So back to, okay, so we're going to go back to our saved folder again. Who was asking me about the reel button? We'll get to that. I'm in my saved folder. I'm going to audio. I'm going to scroll down to my TED Talk. Okay. And I'm going to click use audio right at the bottom. Use audio. If you have a phone and you're doing this with me, let's go. Okay. Now, this little square here on the top is going to show you the audio you're using. If you touch it, it will open and show you this little bar on the bottom, which allows you to select a section of the reel. So if you only wanted part of it, you can move it with your finger. Okay. Because this is a song, right? This is a long song. So let's figure out. Can you hear it? So this is a little bit long. I don't want to go that far. So I'm going to move the sound to start a little bit later. And then I'm going to listen. So that's a little too late, right? It's really easy to just drag and move it. Okay. I moved it a little bit more. That's a little too far. I don't like that. I'm just thinking in my mind what I want to do at the beginning. Okay. So that I'm going to select. Done. Okay. So now I have my audio is there. You can't see it, but just trust me, it's there. Okay. It's in there. Now, we talked about the time, the length, right? 15, 30, or 60. This little button that has 1X is the speed. If you want to speed yourself up, you can press that button and you can go, I think it's 1 point here it opens up your options. So you can slow down a tiny bit or you can speed up. So when you see people making reels where they look kind of like choppy, a lot of times it's a speed change. Everybody good? I'm looking at your faces. I can't see everybody, but everybody good?
Hey, Joni, if we're going to use this TED Talk one, there's like 3 or 4 of them. Can you tell me like who it is?
Yeah, sure. It's the one it's Sad Summer. Wait a minute. It's explicit. Hold on.
I was just going to say, so it's got the E.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's an F word in this.
Right.
But we're not going to go to the F word. We're not going to go that far. We're going to stop after the first thank you for coming to my TED Talk, Let's play it again to make sure. Oops, I turned it down. Okay. Coming to my TED Talk, And that's the end. Because that's where the F word is, right? But it's going to end then. So don't worry. If the F word offends you, like you don't want to hear it at all, then just go find another one that doesn't have the E on it. But this one is by Sad Summer. Okay. So I'm going to set the length to 15 seconds because it's going to be actually less than 15 seconds. I'm going to leave the speed at 1 because I don't feel like I don't need to change it. And then the next button shows you some filters. This little button that looks like 3 stars. It shows you some filter options. So you can, if you want to filter your face at all, or change or it's my favorite word too, but it's not politically correct to use it all the time. If you want to change your face, make yourself look a certain, oh, look, this one gave me freckles. Now, filters are a whole other thing, okay? We do not need to go deep into filters. What I will tell you is if you see someone using a filter that you like on their story, for example, I always use the same filter. I have a filter that I love. It's the same one. It doesn't change my face at all. It just makes things warm. It just warms, like it doesn't give me bigger lips or a smaller nose, or like, I would just encourage you not to do that because I think authenticity is really important. And if you use a filter that really totally changes the look of your face to make you like look really attractive, like a model or something, like because they have filters that will make your nose smaller and your cheeks and your face thinner. And somebody sent me one and I put my face on it and I was like, I do not even look like myself. I mean, now I'm sad. Now I'm sad because I don't look like that lady. So if someone using a filter you like, there will be a little spot up here at the top that names the filter, and you can actually click on that and it will take you to that filter, and you can save that filter to your own phone so that you can use it. It saves in Instagram so that you could use it later. So like, I don't know if any of you have seen the filter I call my business filter, my quote unquote business filter. It's like this weird psychedelic background. I love that filter and I saw it on someone else's story and I grabbed it. So let's see. Whoa, what does that do? I don't even know what that is. I wouldn't say do anything super, crazy for this one. Just try to keep yourself looking pretty plain. Okay, so I picked something. You don't have to pick anything. It does here. This is a new feature. This is a brand new feature. It used to be you had to search for filters a totally different way. This is actually really nice. There's a button for trending. If you're not seeing this, your app might not be up to date. I think Brooke addressed that already once, but there's a button for trending that shows you the trending filters. There's a button for reels that shows you the different filters used on reels, and then a button for appearance. The appearance button is, Brooke, do you have your phone? Are you seeing the same thing? Is everyone seeing the same thing? I'm just wondering if it's user specific or not.
No, it shouldn't be. As long as your app is up to date, you should be fine.
Okay, cool. So the appearance button is usually filters that will change your appearance. That's what that means. It's like filters that will change the way you look, right? Okay. Coconut cream. Yeah, it's by, what's her name? She's Russian. I don't know, but I freaking love it. And what's funny is her other filters are wild. Like they're super weird. I would not ever use them, but that one I really do like. So, okay, wait, I lost it. There it is. Is this changing my eye color? So that's another thing. I used a filter the other day. I was like just playing with it. Oh yeah, this one made my eyes blue. This is weird, y'all. This is weird. Okay, so we picked the filter. Now we're gonna just click back in to the image, which is your video, right? This little button here, this one that looks like a wand, it's supposed to be a magic wand. That button fixes your face. It like takes your blemishes away or whatever. And you can set how much of your blemishes you want it to take away. If you want it to do 50% of your blemish, or you can up it, or you can lower it. I don't ever use it, but that is what it does. And then the button underneath that looks like a clock is a timer. So the timer allows you to set, when you press the timer button, you'll see this. This will allow you to set the amount of time that you want it to record. So if you're doing a reel that has multiple clips in it, and let's do that. Let me do this as an example for you with multiple clips. So I'm going to put this first one to be, you just drag it. I'm going to make the first clip 3.5 seconds. Okay. Then you set the timer. It'll show you your countdown here in the corner. It's 3 seconds or 10. You do not have to set a timer. If you don't set a timer, you just push this button like you normally would. But if you want both of your hands, you need a timer, right? So then when I press it, you're going to see it's going to, oops, I messed it up already. Nope. Set timer. Okay. So it's going to count down 3, 2, 1, and now it's recording. It's recording. And it's going to stop at 3.5 seconds because that's what I told it to do. Okay. And then now you can't see it, right? Oh my gosh, it's gone. Where did it go? It's gone. It's not gone. Don't worry. It's just over here. So this little button right here will take you, hello, to the video that you just recorded. You see my hand? Okay, so this is the video you just recorded. I just recorded. If I don't like it, trash can. If I want to change the length of it, scissors. Okay, if I want to trim it, same thing, pull, drag and pull. You just put your finger, drag and pull either direction. You can trim it to be the center. You can trim the front off. You can trim the back off, whatever you want to do. Now, when you trim, it's going to show you. It'll just keep replaying what you did over and over and over again. When you're happy with it, there's up here, it says trim. It's hard to see, but it says trim. So when you click that, now your video is trimmed. I'm taking my glasses off because they're bifocals. So now I'm seeing the video that I trimmed. It's showing me an option to trim it again, delete it, or just be done. Okay, I'm going to delete it because I don't want to use that. It'll give you the option to discard. It'll ask you again to make sure you didn't do that on accident. Now, your timer goes away every time. You have to reset it if you're using a timer. So I'm going to, I'm going to reset my timer for 3 seconds. And I'm going to do a, okay, so when you're setting it, as you're dragging it, it will keep playing, right? So you can hear. So if in this case, if I was going to do this video in 2 parts, I would want it to stop before it got to the part where it said, thank you for coming to my TED Talk, right? So I would want it to stop at that initial part there. So I'm going to drag it to that point. I keep forgetting to turn my phone up. Okay, so I've got it. I don't know if you can hear it. So it's stopping. So now I'm going to set the timer. And now I'm going to get ready, right? I've got my phone in my hand. I'm not using a tripod. I'm just going to use my hand. And I'm going to record. It's going to count me down 3, 2, 1. And I'm just going to look in the distance. Okay, now let's preview to hear what we did. Looking in the distance. Yo, I think that's the best one. Okay, that's annoying. By the way, it's annoying. When I'm making a reel, my kids are like, can you turn that off? Now, if I clicked next, that saves that video. If I want to record more, the back arrow to record more. So we're going to record the second part of that video. I can set the timer, or I can just press this and hold it. So this time let's press and hold, okay? Don't worry, we can take that off. Back arrow. This is a great example. We're going to trim it because we want to take the F word off. Okay, right? Trim. We've trimmed it. But let me show you what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to delete that one and quickly recorded another one. And I'm just going to go like this with my trim, right? Or it's my BIOS. It's my skin. I'm going to hold it up and I'm just going to I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go. Okay, so now preview will show you what we recorded. The first one, I'm just looking in the distance. And now I'm holding the collagen. Okay. Now we want to add words, right? We want to add words. We need to say something. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. So A, the little alphabet button up at the top. You want to add words? Press A. Got it? Press A. That's going to let you add words. And I'm going to type, so you think powdered collagen works? And I'm going to do question mark. Okay. Now, I don't usually like to leave it black. So if you want to change the color, the little button, you see the little button that looks like a color wheel right here? If you click on that to change the color, you get a bar of color options. Do you see this bar of color options? Now, these are the standard color options. If you click any of these, it will change the text to that color. Pink, purple, green, right? What if you don't like that color? Here's a tip. Let's say you want to match something in your room. What? You can do it. Press the little button that looks like an eyedropper. Hold on, I got to do it again. Do you see this little button that looks like a dropper? Press that. This is hard to do. And it will pop up. Do you see that little thing? This little bubble shows you the color you're choosing. Drag it around. Fun tip, right? You want to make it match your shirt. You want to make it match your lipstick. You want to make it match this poster in the background. Okay, now, if you don't want to make it match anything, but you want to change the color, but you don't like this pink, watch this. Press and hold on the pink. Look what happens. See that? Okay, this is your color. This is a color chart, right? This is your RGB color codes. If you had a code, that's like what this is representative of. You can drag this all over. Oops, I accidentally went out of it. You can drag it all over. Whichever color you pick is where it will start, but you can move it across the whole range of colors. You can pick any color. So if you know you want green, but you don't like this green, click green and then press and hold and move it around. When the color gets really light, the background goes dark. When the color gets dark, the background goes light. This button here will outline your text or put a background behind it or not. Okay, so this button, this one, if you press that, it goes away. Gives you some options, right? This one also gives you some options. And then there's your colors again. Okay. This button here allows you to center or change whether the font is in the center or justified right or left. Anytime you want to change any of your text, like, look, there's a typo. Perfect example. Typo, click. Now, I'm going to backspace that typo out. Okay, click, and there we are. Okay. To move your text, look at that. Drag it with your finger. Put it anywhere. Put it wherever you like. Tip for this, though. If you put it down here, it goes in the garbage. What? Don't let go. Don't let go. As long as you don't let go, you can pull it back out of the trash. Once you let go, it's in the garbage forever and you have to do it again. But tip, if you put your text too far up or down, when your reel plays in someone's feed, when they're pulling it up, when they're scrolling, not in the reel page, but in their regular feed, they are not going to see the top of your reel. They're going to see only the center. So the top and the bottom are cut off. So if you put your text on the top or the bottom, they're not going to see the text, which can be good if you don't want them to see the text. But if you're trying to get their attention, and this is something that would get their attention, right? So you think powdered collagen works, you want to put the text somewhere they can see it. So avoid the top third, avoid the bottom or the top quarter, I guess. Put it somewhere in the middle. Now, we don't want this text to appear the whole time, right? We're going to do another text where it says, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. So I'm going to click on it. Oopsie. Wait. Nope. Wrong button. Sorry. Now, do you see it down here on the bottom? Oops. Sorry. This is backwards. Do you see it right here? This is your text. This little spot right here is the text you just made. If you click on it, it opens that timer bar, and that is how long your text is going to show up in your video. So if you only want text in the beginning of your video, or you only want it in the middle, or you only want it at the end, that's where you make that adjustment. Now turn up your sound because we don't want it. So another thing that's really useful when you're in here, as you're dragging, you can feel a little click. Boop, it's right there. What's happening? That drag, that click is where the videos transition, where it goes from one video to another. So if you're doing multiple short videos and you don't want them, you want the text to stop at the end of that video, look for that little click. Okay, so I'm gonna stop it there. Now I'm gonna add more text. Click done. I'm gonna add more text and I'm gonna say liquid collagen has a 60% better absorption rate. Okay. Now, one of the cool things about text is it will show you in a shadow. I don't know if you can see it. It's really hard to see, but it will show you your text that you already have in a shadow. That way, if you're trying to layer your text on top of each other so that when one disappears, the next one shows up with new words, it's really easy to drag and layer it. Now for this one, same deal. Now you see two texts, right? These little things at the bottom will always appear in the order that you add the text until you start messing with them. When you start adjusting the times, they'll move around. But when you first add them, they'll appear right in the order that you add them. So let's click on that second one we added, and then we're going to drag till we get the click. And that's where the video changes. And then I'm going to click done. Is this working okay for you guys? Are you able to see? It's so hard, but I can't do this on the computer. Now I'm going to click done, and now I see this. And it switches, right? Now, let's say you want to add something you haven't already added. You can add a filter later. There's an option to do that. This little button with the happy face, that does the same thing as the swipe up. So you get the happy face and you're going to get some options for things that you can add to the video. Like you can add, let's say we want to add a GIF, and the GIF we want to add is a question mark. So we type in question mark. I start to type it. My results pop up. I'm just going to pick this one. Okay. The GIF will also appear like text at the bottom. So you can set the time you want the GIF on there. So if you only want the GIF, like I would only want the GIF at the beginning with my first thing, right? Now, here's the GIF. See it on my face? I'm going to move it the same way I move text. You just drag it. If you want to make it bigger or smaller, pinch, right? Pinch to expand, close to contract. I'm going to put it up here so it's like up in the sky. Okay. Then you click, if you click next, you get to this page. This is your page where you would be starting to post. If you're not done, that's cool. You can just go back with the arrow. That'll take you right back to where you were editing, right? And you can add more videos. Basically, don't worry. Instagram is not ever going to delete this video. It's not going to just remove it without any warning, like willy-nilly. If you press the back arrow and you keep pressing the back arrow, whoop, and you keep pressing the back arrow, it'll say, do you want to discard this? It won't let you just delete it. If you want to save it and work on it later, right here, save as draft. If you click save as draft, oh my God, who has a tiny baby? I see a tiny baby. That's it. It's a little baby right there. I see a little baby. I see a little baby right there. Oh, hi. Hi, little baby. Are you tired? So cute. Oh, my phone's got low battery. You can save it as draft, and it's just going to go down into this area. Now, let's say you want to post something from your phone. You don't want to take a video. You already have a video. or you want to use a photograph. I don't know how many of you, Karen, are you here? So Karen, I helped Karen with did you post that, Karen? Come on. There you are. So pretty. Look like Baywatch with your hair all like Farrah Fawcett. So here's a reel that I helped Karen make. And it is pictures. It's just pictures. And something I care about and something I hate. And someone I date. And back to my face. 'Cause I'm cute. That was me. Who are you? This is my face. So this is a really fun reel to do with photographs to introduce yourself to people. And just add your text. So if you want to make a reel where you're adding photographs, this is actually also a really good example of, we see this reel, we're watching it, we're like, dang, that's cute. Karen, is she cute? Shoot, I'm gonna do that. Look at here, look what we got. We got an arrow, y'all. We got an arrow. It's up and coming. Woo, high kick. Click on the picture, boom. Go to the page, here we go. Use it, just use it, go in there. Now, you want to pull a picture from your phone right here. Boom, grab it. Let's see. Oh, look at my grandbaby. Oh, he's so cute. My God. You guys, how many grandparents in this room? There's not a lot of us on this team, but let me just tell you right now, all y'all who are not grandparents yet, grandparenting beats parenting. It just blows parenting right out of the water. Just right out of the water, right? Everybody's nodding. You all agree. It's true. I don't know what it is. I don't know why it happens. I don't know how it happens, but I don't even know. I just don't even know. I never loved anything. Like, it's crazy. I'll cry. I will cry right now. Oh, Chelsea. Oh my gosh. It's the best thing ever. I'm telling you, I can barely look at that baby and he makes me cry. Anyway, here we go. Here he is. This is a picture I took earlier today to send to my son that's a Marine that's in Japan. It will automatically do like 5 seconds or 3 seconds. I don't know what the number is, but you can, again, oh, here we go. Perfect. So this is my face. So I'm going to drag it. That's too short. Okay. Add up here in the corner. That's so annoying. Now it's in there. We can do another one. Right? So this little box again. And what was the next one? Something that I care about. Oh, look, a calf. Oh, outfit I really like. Sorry, that was a different one. I don't have no outfits I like, but let's just pretend I do. We'll pretend this cow is the outfit I really love. How about that? An outfit I really love. Add. Up here, this little red bar shows you how much of your time you've used. Okay. It'll go all the way across. So if you're doing a reel that has a limited amount of sound, you'll know you're getting to the end when you're running out of space. So that's the way you do pictures. You can also add videos that way. You can add whatever length of video. If you want to record your video outside of Instagram, let's say you want to record it on your phone and you want to use portrait mode or you want to whatever, you can record it. What you might have to do though is shorten the video in your phone camera before you try to upload it, because if it's longer than the clip, it won't upload. It'll just be like, that's too long, fool. What are you trying to do? It won't even let you. But the rest of the process is exactly the same. Photographs work just like videos do. They basically just think about it like being a still video. And same thing with the dragging, right? So the hardest thing I think really is probably getting text to match things like words or spots So don't be frustrated if that happens. It's just normal. It just takes a minute to figure it out. And then let's go to posting. Let's pretend we're going to post this. Okay. So here we are. Listen, the whole thing about captions and Instagram is all over the place. Like, it has changed so much over the last many, many years. I worked in media for a long time. I ran a website. And during that time, I was very closely watching Facebook, Instagram, because those were the places where we promoted a lot of our articles, and Twitter. And the algorithm and the rules are constantly shifting. So one of the things that I like to do, I follow a couple of people who are up on that stuff. So Fraser Brooks, Frazer Brooks, he's in network marketing. Woo, so good. And then Brock Johnson, he's also really, really good. Brock has his mom, Shailene, is like some kind of crazy genius, 7-8 figure earner. I don't even know, but he is really up. He stays up on the algorithm. And so he'll keep you. Yeah. Fraser Brooks on IG. Fraser is from England. He's from Liverpool. He's very funny and he's kind of goofy. And he's a little goofy looking. I love him. I love him a lot. He's a network marketer and he loves network marketing. And he's just like awesome, super, super awesome to follow. But him and Brock both stay up on what's happening with algorithms. So captions. The thing with captions is it's all over the board. It changes all the time. Should you write a long caption? Should you write a short caption? Does it matter? Let's look. Let's look. If you have not switched your account to business, you need to. If you have not made yourself a business, you need to. Who is not a business? Okay, so here's the reason that it matters. Business, turning yourself into a business account under your settings or a creator, either a business or a creator, either of those options will give you insight. You will have information that regular users don't see. So you will be able to see activity, who's click, what your click-through rates are, whether people are skipping through your stories, whether they're going back to watch stories, how many views you have on Reels, what the demographics are. It gives you tons and tons and tons of information. Do not miss out on the opportunity to have all that. So I can see here, this is my Reels page, okay? Chelsea. You right there. You right there. She's in my save folder. She's also, I did a reel for her and I posted it and it's there. So let's look at so I have the reel I did the other day, which was just me talking about not being able to relax, only has 980 views. And this one, $40,000. Okay, that reel has 40,000. Why? Two things. It's ridiculous. Number one, it's ridiculous. Everybody loves the Rocky theme song. It's ridiculous. Number two, because of our inter-team sort of competition that Chelsea and I were doing, and because I tagged her when I shared it, a bunch of people shared it, right? So that's the key to having a lot of views on your reels, is being shareable. So information that people want to share, providing value, humor, whatever. That's just funny. And I also said I peed my pants in there, I think. This one. This is a really fun reel. Did you guys see this one that I did?
Bam, bop, bada bop, boom, pow.
This is such a fun reel for network marketing. If you haven't done it, I would freaking do it because it's very short. If you don't have a chalkboard or a whiteboard or any place to write, literally point in front of you. Just point in front of you. Boom, 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 and then draw it. And then just put the captions where your finger goes. I'll tell you right now, that reel took me a long time to make because of the words, just because of the words, trying to get the words right, because they're very small. because they're close together. But I love, this is Fraser Brooks did this and I credited him. So that's another thing. If you don't remake someone's reel, that's fine. You can copy any reel I make or anything I do. People will message me and be like, oh, can I have your graphic? Can I use your graphic? Girl, boy, I don't know if there's any boys here. If you guys see something I post and you want it, you take it. And if you can't take it and get a clear copy, message me on Instagram or Facebook and I will send it to you. That includes all of my graphics. Anything you want to use is yours. So don't be afraid to copy someone. If you copy someone pretty directly, just mention them in the comments. Chances are, if they're not Fraser Brooks, who has a lot of followers, they're going to see it and they'll share it. I try to share everything people tag me in. If you tag me, unless I've been tagged like 20 times in the same thing, like a team Zoom, and I'll even share several of those, but I won't share 20 because your followers are going to get sick of it. But tag them and do it. This is a really easy one to recreate. And again, go to my page, go to my reels, grab the sound, just grab it. It's right there. Save it. And when you're ready to use it, use it. But as far, I can tell you right now, looking at this, let's see. This one has 36,000 views. And this is one that I did with several team members. Okay. This is not a long caption. Don't stress out about your captions. Don't stress out about it. It's way more important to be done than it is to be perfect. So don't worry if you don't know what to say. Literally just say any little thing. Now, hashtags. Oh, Lord. Let's just quickly talk about hashtags. 8 to 15. 8 to 15. It used to be 30. It's 8 to 15 now. If you don't have a hashtag generator, get one. I use hashtag expert. Hashtag expert. You go in here, you enter what you want, what your subject matter is. So I'm going to enter collagen. Okay. Oops, I entered collagen, which is not a thing. Okay, collagen. It'll give you two options, generate or hand pick. I always hand pick, and it'll give you a bunch of hashtags. See all these? Always, when you're picking hashtags, pick things that are really basic and then pick some that are really obscure. Do a little mix of both. So collagen, skin collagen, collagen supplement. Then you can go this way. This is there's a lot of different hashtag apps, but I would suggest that you use one. And here's what I do. Get your hashtags that you like for collagen. Once you've selected them all, copy them, put them in a note in your phone. Put them in a note under hashtags. That way, the next time you post a collagen video, you can just go copy and paste the whole group of hashtags. You don't have to think about it. No thinking, right? Time saver system in place to make it so that you don't have to lose your mind, right? So that's it. You can post your hashtags in the comments, or you can post them in the actual that caption section. That's up to you. It goes back. The generator name is hashtag expert. It goes back and forth. People say one thing, people say another. I will say, if you post them in the comments, do it quickly. Do it quickly. The theory behind posting them in the comments is upping engagement, but I'll tell you, Instagram knows if it's you versus someone else. Here's another little trick for you. If you have friends on your team, people that you work closely with, create a little group with them in Instagram Messenger, where all of you are in the group. And when one of you posts something, notify the group. Hey, I posted something. And the rest of you go like it, save it, comment on it. Comment on it at least 4 words, but ideally more like 5 to 10. But less than 3, Instagram doesn't count as a comment. And that includes emojis. They do not count emojis as a comment. But if you do that, and you do that pretty consistently, that will help boost you in the algorithm. Because anytime Instagram sees activity on a post, pods, you have to be careful because Instagram knows that people do this. So I think sometimes it helps if you change your pod up a little bit. Divide it in 2, add someone in, take a few people, you know what I mean? Move it around a little bit, because that way Instagram doesn't catch on to you so quick. But comments, saves. Saves are more important than really anything. So I always tell people, like it and save it. If you want to support me, like it and save it, right? Okay, does anybody have any questions? Just unmute and holla. Are we good? Another little tip for you, there's an app called InShot. It looks like this, InShot. It's one word. This is an oh yeah, okay. This is an excellent, where'd you go? I saw you and then you disappeared. Where'd she go? She was right there. This is an excellent app for editing video. It's incredible. It has tons of features built in. You can transition videos, so you can transition things in and out smoothly. You can add text that's like fancy. You can add stickers. Like, it's a really, really, really good. So I'm on TikTok, and my TikTok is farming videos. And for a long time before my cow died, I did milk chat. I did something called milk chats. And if you go to my TikTok is Bloom Family Farms, but my milk chats were all edited in InShot. It's a really incredible, it's a very powerful app for being so small. It's got tons and tons of capability, and it's just right there in your phone. So it makes it so much easier than, I find InShot for videos that are not reels to be a lot easier to edit. The other thing you can do is you can edit a video in InShot, knowing the music that you're going to use. So let's say you're going to use the song, Pump It Up by Black Eyed Peas or whatever, right? You can go in, actually, let me see. Nope, that ain't it. Video. Drafts. So if you know that you want to use a certain segment of music, you can add it in here. Okay, so this is a video where I used Cake. Oops. Come on. Okay, it's just me prepping a cowhide. That's kind of funny because there's a cow watching me prep it. If you know the audio you want to use, like you have a song in mind that you want to use, like the Rocky theme song, you can go in InShot, you can buy the song from iTunes, or if it's already on your phone, you can use it. You can apply it to the video you're making. And then when you go into Instagram to post it as a reel, you will have to overlay the audio from Instagram. If you do not overlay the audio in Instagram, it will take your sound away because it's a copyright thing. And it will notify you that your sound has been removed, which is a big freaking bummer if you've like worked a long time on a video. So anytime you go into Instagram to upload something from somewhere else, make sure you're adding music in Instagram. So like when I did the team reel that we did, I put the music over it. And then I told people, go look up this song and start it at this second. Okay. That way you don't get it booted, but that's a great way to edit something that's a little more complicated. If you want to do multiple things together, or you want to do transitions or whatever. But Instagram itself has a pretty good system for editing. It's not amazing, but it certainly gets the job done. Like I said, done is better than perfect. The reels, ask Chelsea, she's not, you can't see her face, but reels that take 10 seconds to make. Sometimes, Chelsea, tell them about your reel with David with the cats.
Which one?
Right? The one where you're just like sulking.
I ain't never got no 40,000 people on my hike.
Okay, but I'm just saying, she did a reel where she just like got her head down, and she's just like, the caption is like, when your husband says you can't have the cats that are in your front yard or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, how long did you spend on that? No time.
No time. And
I spent the one that has you dancing everywhere?
Hours. Because you threw one away.
And how many? Yeah, because it deleted one. I saved it as a draft and it disappeared.
So yours had 522, and the one, let's see.
Yes. That's so good. Got faith in you and I.
It's like when your husband says you can't have cats.
Yeah.
And
But I think that's a great example because that's really
about
successful
1,500.
because it's relatable, right? It's relatable. So when I'm doing reels, I would really suggest to you to not ever do more than like one business for every 4 non-business. Try to do non-business things that are silly, funny, whatever. Dance with your kids, whatever. Just do something that's not business related because people will tune out if they see you always talking about business, right? And things that are relatable always do better. They just do. Things that people can laugh about. Just think about it when you're making something. Would this make me think? Would this make me laugh? Is this something I'd be likely to send to a friend? Because I would be like, look at this. You're not going to, oh my God, this is so us, right? Oh, this is Kelsey and I send reels to my daughter. She's 26, right? We send reels to each other constantly. She'll be like, this is me and you right here. You know, just all the time, just like, look, it's me this morning, look, you know, so keep that in mind, you know, things that are relatable, things that other people would key into. But I mean, don't not share business stuff because a great way to share it is not to be like, here's something I'm selling. I am selling collagen. But when I posted the one where I threw the collagen in the trash, I threw Vital Proteins collagen in the trash, that reel not only got a pretty fair number of views, but it got me a lot of questions. People reached out and asked me questions. So Brooke left, but she mentioned a call to action, which I think is really also very important, whether you put it in the video or in the captions and you say something like, are you taking powdered collagen? Have you tried powdered collagen? Have you tried liquid collagen? Do you want a collagen that actually works and says what it, you know, does what it says it's going to do? You know, put a question or ask them to you know what I mean? Ask them to contact you, ask them to do something. People love to give their opinions on things. So if you ask people about an opinion, they'll always tell you. Like my Facebook posts, anytime I ask an opinion, it's like 130 people on there telling me their opinion. I asked a question the other day about plastic surgery. Oh my gosh. I couldn't get people to stop commenting. It's like last week and people are still commenting on it. I can't keep up. People have feelings about plastic surgery, you guys. People love to give their opinions. So ask their opinion in either in the video or in the comment section. A lot of times people don't go to the comment section. They're just they don't want to, especially in reels because you can't see it unless you open it, which is a pain. So put your call to action or whatever you're going to do in, you know, provoke them in the video. All right. It's 9:10. I haven't taken my collagen yet. Questions? Also, that's a tablespoon, in case you didn't know. It holds like a tablespoon right there in the center. What's your favorite flavor? I think I like skin the most. That's the one I'm taking now. No? Cheryl's shaking her head. She's like, what do you like? You like Life? Basic. Of course you like Life. Yeah, they're so good. They're all so good. It's so funny because I've had so many people reach out to me and be like, is it gross? And I'm like, what kind of collagen are you taking? Well, they're taking Vital Proteins powdered and they're trying to mix it into something. And they're like, why am I eating chalk right now? Throw away the chalk. That's actually would be a good reel right there. If you've got some Vital Proteins, don't throw it away. Save it. Keep it in your cabinet because you're going to use that. If you haven't done that, go look at my reels and throw away a bottle of Vital Proteins collagen because everybody recognizes it because it's the one most people use. It's the sound that goes, ah! And I'm like, you know, something about when people say they're using powdered collagen and then I toss it in the garbage. I don't even talk about our collagen in that. I don't think. I think I literally just threw the powdered one away. And that's probably why people contacted me because they didn't think I was trying to sell them something. They thought I was trying to teach them something. Right. It was information. Okay. I am Joni Edelman on Instagram. You are welcome to send me a message, Facebook or Instagram anytime. If you have a question, I will do my very best to help you in any way that I can. Chelsea, are we going to do a live? Oh, we have a meeting tomorrow now.
We can do it before.
Okay, we can do it before. Let's do it before. Kelsey's my daughter's name. I'm going to call you Kelsey at least 10 times. Chelsea and I we're teamed up now. Dynamic duo over here. Watch out. It's high kick town. Pow. Also, if you ever do a high kick, tag me because I will reshare your high kick. High kicks
Me too.
forever. Yeah. High kicks forever. All right, you guys, thank you so much for coming. I hope you got some value out of it. And feel free to reach out if you need some clarification on anything. Okay. I don't even know how to end the meeting. I don't know how to do it. Recording.